Okay, guys, a very good morning to all of you guys from the Philippines. This is your virtual captain here based in the Philippines, Captain John, and I am your virtual pilot for this morning for this stream flight. Just a short flight from Butuan Airport here in northern Mindanao going to Mactan, Cebu in central Visayas, Philippines. And we will be in command of this Airbus A319 with this Get Go Cebu Pacific livery, and we are expecting 110 passengers and 1 ton of cargo. And right now, the time here in the Philippines is 39 minutes past the hour of 8 in the morning, and we will be flying on real world time and real world weather. So without further ado, let's go inside our cockpit. Alright, so we haven't placed anything yet sa aircraft natin. So let's start with our loading performance. So we are expecting some 110 passengers for this flight, and our cargo will just be 1 ton. So let's divide it 500 on the forward compartment and 500 on the rear compartment. And for our fuel for this flight, we will be needing 5.2 tons of fuel. Alright, there you go. Okay, let's bring out our MCD or FMC. Let's now insert our data. So we'll be departing RPME and going to RPVM rather. That is Mactan Cebu International Airport. This is Cebu 1081 Airbus 319. And our cost index for this flight is 8, and our cruising altitude is 20,000 feet going westward. Right, for our ZFW, basing here on our tallest interactive control system, 52.8 tons, and our center of gravity is 28.1%. Block fuel is 5.2. Okay, and for our flight plan, we will be departing as scheduled and as planned via Romeo or runway 30 via the Bampa 1 Bravo departure. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's insert also our arrival, expecting RNAV 04, the Bampa 3 Papa arrival, Bampa 3 Papa arrival. And okay, let's just put the Novia temporarily. There you go. So let's check our flight plan. So they have discontinuity from Jared Airways, Whiskey 14, then going to Bampa. Okay, insert. Right, there you go. So we don't have any discontinuity now. Okay na. So let's set our performance for flight. So okay, if you will use flaps 1, 144, 143, 144. Okay, let's just use flaps 2. So V1 is 132, VR is 140, and our V2 is 143. Flaps 2. HS is up 0.3%. Flex temperature will be 72. Oh, sorry for that. Okay. Check for our wind data. There you go. And let's close this. Okay, next thing we'll do is okay. Forgot to turn on our adders. So adders muna. Quick adders natin yan. There you go. Okay. So we'll be checking the weather right now here in our location. So partly cloudy with ground temperature 26 degrees. Surface winds 49 degrees at 3 knots. Good visibility at more than 10. No precipitation reported. And QNH is 1011. We'll set initially our climb to 15,000 feet. Just like all other initial climb other airports in the Philippines other than Manila or Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Okay, so we are all set, and let's now close our doors. Sir, you the man. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. Good morning also in Malaysia.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and start. Thank you.
So again guys, this is Cebu Pacific Airbus 319 with the Cebu Get Delivery, and we will be departing Butuan Airport here in northern Mindanao. And this will be a very short flight going to Mactan Cebu International Airport. We will be transporting 110 passengers and 1 ton of cargo. Alright, let's arm the doors.
Cabin crew, please open doors. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome aboard the flight on behalf of myself and first officer. We're not expecting any major delays today, and we're hoping to get up in the air in about 15 minutes. The drivers informed me they've loaded the last bit of luggage, so if you get yourself seated and secured in the meantime, we can make a departure as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, let's have now our before start checklist. Cockpit prep rooms completed, gear pins and covers removed, signs on auto, adders on nav, fuel quantity 5.2 tons checked, takeoff data set. Initial climb will be 15,000 feet, bar reference set to 1011, double checking. Correct. And down to the line, below the line, windows and doors are closed, beacon is now on, thrust levers on idle, parking brakes as required, and we are ready to go. So double checking on VATSIM. We are the only one here at the Butuan's area. Okay. Engine mode selector to ignite. No, bleed pressure is up. No amber crosses. And let's now commence our pushback. Okay, double checking. Okay, we are already ready to go. Okay, Butuan traffic advisory. Cebu for what? Correction. Cebu 1081 is now commencing pushback and start for runway 30. Right. No objection. Parking brakes release. Pressure 0.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
On blocks time set. What? Okay. Let's hold first. I turned this on already. Anyway, may mali akong ginawa. I already turned this on earlier. I don't know why it's disconnected. Okay, let's just double check everything if it's still here. Okay, just a quick setup again. Cost index is 8, flight level 200. Perf natin. Set ko na to kanina, ewan ko bakit. Anyway, load na lang natin para mas mabilis. Yun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the cabin crew who will demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Each seat is provided with a seatbelt. To fasten, push hands together. Tight seatbelts by pulling loose end, and to unfasten, lift up a buckle and pull free and release. In the unlikely event of a water landing, use your individual life vests found under your seats. Remove sharp objects from your body. To don, so the best you're ready to take the tapes around the waist and push ends to buckle. Pull tape.
Okay, there you go.
When outside the aircraft, jerk inflation tags to inflate the vest. Manual inflation tubes are found on both sides.
Okay, number process. Speed pressure is up. Starting engine number 1.
Lights will automatically illuminate once the battery tab is immersed in water. Do not inflate the vest inside the aircraft. Please be reminded that an authorized removal of life vests from this aircraft is a criminal offense. The cabin is pressurized. Should there be a rapid change in cabin pressure, oxygen mask will automatically drop for the compartments above you. When this happens, immediately grab the mask, pull it towards you, put it over
And
your
one is
mouth,
rising.
and breathe normally.
Alright.
If you are traveling with a child, first put on your own mask and then the child's mask. Keep the mask on until you are advised to remove it. Please take note of the emergency exits marked along each side of this cabin and the exits nearest to you. For further information, please refer to the safety
Engine number 1
instructions
stable.
and
Starting
the
engine number 2.
in front of you. For your information, there are slide rafts in this aircraft. This aircraft is equipped with an escape map lighting system. In case of an emergency evacuation, the light
Alright guys,
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking
Parking
brake.
brake set, pressure's up.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
This is again Cebu Pacific, flight number 1081, Airbus 319 departing Butuan Airport here in northern Mindanao, and we will be flying. Time en route is 27 minutes, cruising altitude is 20,000 feet going to Mactan, Cebu International Airport. This is just a short morning flight here in the Philippines. Okay, engine number 2 is now stable. Okay, after start checklist, anti-ice as required, ECAM status check. Okay, setting our pitch trim. Up 0.3%. There you go. Rudder trim reset to 0. And hand
we're
signals.
disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
And hand signals will be received on my right. Okay, let's wait for our hand signals. Hand signals received after start checklist is complete. Alright, and we're ready to go. Butuan traffic advisory Cebu 181 will now backtrack runway 30. Any aircraft on base and final, please advise. We turn off our APU bleed. No slice of taxi, run our lights on. Green ND will be on my side. Turning on our weather systems. There we go. Flaps 2. Front spoilers armed. Engine mode selector to norm. Parking brakes release. Pressure 0. Alright, so standby RPM. Alright. Strobe lights on. Flight controls check. Rudders full left, full right, neutral. Elevators full up, full down, neutral. Ailerons full left, full right, and neutral. Clear right and clear left. Clear on the arriving side and clear on the departing side. For takeoff checklist, flight controls check, flight instruments check, briefing confirmed, flap setting configure 2, V1 VRV2 flex temperature 132 blue, 143 magenta, flex temperature is 79, ATC set to 200 as default, ICA memo, take off no blue down to the line. Flex temperature pala is 22. Okay, parking brake set, pressure's up. Down to the line, takeoff runway 30 confirmed, cabin crew advised TCAS on TARA, engine mode selector to norm, packs will be off for this departure. And Butuan traffic advisory, Cebu for 1081, commencing takeoff runway 30. Okay, let's wait for our cabin crew to be seated.
Go ahead, take your seats for takeoff, please.
Alright, so we're just waiting for our cabin crew to be seated. This is again, guys, Cebu 1081 live on VATSIM. Airbus 319 departing Butuan Airport here in Northern Mindanao, Philippines. And we will be having a short 23 minutes of flight time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 27 minutes of flight time going to Mactan, Cebu International Airport. Okay, cabin crew seated. Nose lights to take off, monitor lights off, landing lights on, and we're ready to go. Parking brakes release and pressure 0. Chrono time on. Increase power 50%. Engine stable. Manflex 22 SRS, Austrothrust blue checked. Thrust set 100 knots. V1 and rotate.
Positive 1.
Gear up. Okay, autopilot 1 engage. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Thrust line checked, back 1 on. Back 2 on. Lap 0, speed check, lap 0. After takeoff climb checklist, landing gear up, flaps retracted, packs are on, down to the line. Passing green dot, nose spoilers disarmed, and nose lights off. Alright guys, and we are now airborne and we are en route to Mactan, Cebu International Airport, and we are still climbing to 15,000 feet, and once we reach 10,000 feet or 11,000 feet rather, and we will set our bar reference to standard, and then we will increase our altimeter to 20,000 feet for our cruising altitude to Mactan, Cebu. Alright, 10,000 feet, no turbulence, belt signs off, landing lights off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. Taking off 3 without the cabin.
7,000 feet, passing transition altitude, standard set, passing flight level 114. Now, no difference down to the line after the takeoff climb checklist is complete. Alright guys, just a short recap for our flight. This is Cebu 1281 Airbus 319, just departed Butuan Airport here in northern Mindanao. And we are now en route to Mactan Cebu International Airport. We're just expecting some 27 minutes of airtime at an altitude of 20,000 feet. And we are now transporting 110 passengers and 1 ton of cargo. Okay, so clearing our red nav and setting our arrival to RPME-RPVM. And for our report, we are now 31 nautical miles before our double descent. So let's now prepare our chart for Mactan City.
We're about to subtract. Please make sure the track lines don't mention clear the ice in the aisle. Thank you.
Alright guys, let's have our arrival briefing. So this is Untitled Chart 10-2 Foxtrot, published 9th of April 2019. Effectivity is 25th of April. So let's try to enlarge this. Okay. And we will be arriving by the Bampa 3 Papa arrival. So Bampa 3 Papa arrival. From Bampa at about 10,000 to roll in to Trigo at about 4,000 feet. For our arrival, ay, hindi pa na-open yung arrival pa. Approach R904. Okay, so for Trigo, this is our for arrival in Mactan, Cebu. Japan Chart 12-1, published 6th of October 2017. Effectivity 12 of October. Final approach course 46 degrees. Mandatory is 2,400 feet. MDA is 410. Airport elevation is 32 feet. Runway elevation is 21 feet. Minimum sector altitude around the aerodrome is on the northwest at 4,900 feet. And in case of a missed approach, climb on course 46 degrees and at 2,000, turn right direct to Jodem, then Trigo and hold at 4,000 or as instructed by the ATC. And do not exceed 250 knots until Trigo and do not turn before MAP. Alright, and for our Aerodrome Chart, this is Japan Chart 10-9, published 30th of December 2019, and we will be touching down runway 04 with a length of 3.3 kilometers, and we will be vacating the active via Echo, then gonna continue on Delta to stand of choice here in the passenger terminal. Alright, that goes our arrival briefing, guys. So this is already Bohol Island or Bohol Province at the same time. And after this will be Cebu Island, in which we are heading to another small island which is called as Mactan Island, in which the airport is located. Alright guys, this is the Cebu Pacific Get Go livery Airbus 319, and we are flying live on VATSIM as Cebu 1081. We are now heading to Mactan Cebu International Airport with 110 passengers, and we departed Butuan Airport around 9 minutes ago, and just a few moments from now we will be beginning our initial descent to Mactan Cebu.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, we just want to let you know we'll be shortly starting our descent soon, at which point the captain will be preparing for arrival. To make sure all the aisles are clear, the cabin crew will start making their way around the aircraft. That would be more than appreciated. Thank you.
Hi guys, very good morning again. This is your virtual Captain John from the Philippines. Okay, we'll now be initiating our descent to Mactan, Cebu. Traffic advisory. Traffic advisory, Cebu 1281, Airbus 319 leaving flight level 200 on initial descent by the Bampa 3 Papa arrival, expecting RNAV approach, Mactan, Cebu, runway 04. Alright guys, if you like this stream, don't forget to hit that like or follow button below and share this to your friends or to your social media accounts in order for you and for them to get notified on our next stream flights. So I usually stream as VATSIM pilot or VATSIM ATC ground controller in Manila, Philippines. I will try to stream as ATC ground later after lunch guys, so we'll see each other this afternoon.
That would be most appreciated, and we should have you on the ground here within 20 minutes or so. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices and switch them to airplane mode until after we've landed. Please also be muted until we come to the gate. Thank you.
Okay, we are now nearing 15,000 feet. Let's have our approach checklist. Briefing is now confirmed. ECAM status check. Seatbelts are on. And minimum set. Hindi pa tayo nag-set ng minimum. Okay. So we will now be checking our weather in Mactan. Okay, we're expecting some cloudy weather in Mactan, guys. So QNH is 1012. Ground temperature is 27 degrees with the winds of 10 degrees at 5 knots. And our MDA for this arrival is 410 feet. There you go. And our approach page is now ready for our arrival. So we're now tracking Bampa 3 Papa arrival, 278 degrees from Bampa all the way to waypoint Roland, and after Roland we'll be tracking 318 degrees to waypoint Drigo with an altitude restriction of at or above 4,000 feet and maximum speed of 250 knots. So we are now experiencing some turbulent weather. Okay, so we have moderate turbulence right now, guys. Okay, passing transition altitude, finish at 1012, passing flight level 122 or 123. Now the difference down to the line approach checklist is complete. Terrain ND will be on my side. Let's set our auto brakes to low. And we are currently 12 minutes, just 12 minutes airborne. So 12 minutes pa lang. Pero pa-descent na tayo ng Butuan. So malapit na talaga. Pa-descent na pala tayo ng Mactan from Butuan. Okay, 10,000 feet, and the lights on. Okay, so we're expecting some good visibility in Mactan, more than 10 kilometers, and cloudy weather. So current time right now is 14 minutes past the hour of 9 in the morning here in the Philippines. Or that will be 0114 Zulu time. And we're expected to be on our destination in 31 minutes time or less. So we are now inbound waypoint Drigo. So waypoint Drigo, meron tayong altitude restriction at or above 4,000 feet and maximum speed of 250 knots. Right now we are cruising at an altitude of 250 knots. Ay, hindi pala cruising, yung speed natin. Ground speed is 296, to air speed is 286. Good morning, guys. Alright, guys, just a short recap for our flight. This is Cebu A319. We are live on VATSIM as Cebu 1081. We are now on our descent phase, almost on the base for runway 04 in Mactan, Cebu. And we departed Butuan Airport around 21 minutes ago. So this is just a very short flight. Actually, expected time load is only 27 minutes. So we have 110 passengers on board and 1 ton of cargo, and we are expecting Arnab approach in runway 04 with good visibility in Mactan, Cebu, however with cloudy weather. So as you can see on my screen, on my navigation screen, we are inbound waypoint 3 go. So my aerodrome altitude restriction of 4,000 feet or above and 250 knots maximum. Well, any altitude naman or altitude less than 10,000 feet, yung maximum speed is 250 knots unless instructed by the ATC. Mactan traffic, Cebu 181 turning final for runway 04. Okay, approach face activated, approach button on, autopilot 2 engage. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Laps 2, speed check, laps 2.
$2,500.
Gear down.
Cabin crew, stage landing, please.
Laps 3, speed check, laps 3. Laps 4, speed check, laps 4, ground spoilers on.
2000. 1000.
Continue. Autopilot disengage. My controls.
$500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Load.
10. 5.
Spoilers descend, reverse way. 70 knots. Manual braking. Laps retracted, spoilers disarmed. Okay, after landing checklist, flaps retracted, spoilers disarmed, radar are off. Not yet. Oops. Slowing down. Okay, so wala tayong PM. So let's turn off our weather systems. There we go. Here on the right, here on the left. Radar off, predictive ventures off, down to the line. APU master switch on. And APU start. Here on the here on the right side, here on the left side. Alright, shutting down engine number 2. Let's park here. Oops. Okay, turning off our lights. Parking brake set, pressure's up. AP bleed on. Turning off engine number 1. N1 less than 10%. Beacon lights off, seatbelt signs off. Ground services. External power on, AP bleed off. And we are now here at Mactan, Cebu, guys. So very good morning. I'm sorry I haven't answered to some of you. Sir, hey Stevie, good morning. So we just arrived here at Mactan, Cebu International Airport. This is just a very short flight, around 27 minutes from Butuan Airport. And we did have a cruising altitude of 20,000 feet with 100 passengers on board and a cruising speed of 420 knots. Alright, so we are now here at Mactan, Cebu, guys. This is Cebu Pacific Airbus 319 with the Cebu Get-Go livery. And right now we will be disconnecting on VATSIM and we will be reviewing our landing. Alright, so let's expedite. Okay, so stand by, guys, and let's have a review of our landing. So we did have a bumpy arrival, guys. Actually, in the real world, there was an incident that just happened here at Mactan International Airport. There was a runway excursion of Q400 of Philippine Airlines. But right now, since yesterday noontime, I think, or afternoon, Mactan Cebu Airport is back on operation. Right, there goes our float. Okay, we need some flare there. Okay, after the landing. Alright, there you go. That is the landing on the right wing external view. Let's now take a look on our left wing passenger view, guys. So I need more practice on landing aircrafts using RNAV. Kailangan ko pang practice. Okay, left wing view. Okay, there goes our float. Boom. Still a pump landing. guys, that's our landing here in Mactan, Cebu International Airport. This is Cebu Pacific Get Go Livery Airbus 319. We were live on VATSIM as Book 1081 and we just landed here at Mactan, Cebu from Butuan Airport, transporting 110 passengers and 1 ton of cargo. And this is your virtual captain here in the Philippines, Captain John. And I just keep a disclaimer, I'm not a real world pilot, guys, just a virtual pilot here, aviation enthusiast here in the Philippines. And all the flows and procedures that I've used in this stream flight may not be proper or may not be ordered and may not be in even to real life flying. But nevertheless, if you like this stream, don't forget to hit that like or follow button below in order for you to get notified on my next future stream. So maybe just this afternoon after lunch here in the Philippines, I will be streaming as ground controller again in Manila. And hope you could fly here, say Sir Please. Come fly here in the Philippines. Sir, you the man, come fly here in the Philippines. Alright, and this is again your virtual Captain John, and I will be bidding you goodbye for the moment. And I hope we'll see each other this afternoon. This is again your MD in the Sky on Twitch and Sky Medic on Facebook and YouTube. And hope you are doing well wherever you are. Stay safe and see you later, guys. Bye.